Yo, mic check. 1, 2, 1, 2. I said, is this thing on? Is this thing on? Good grief. And good morning, y'all. It's the good grief morning. It's the good grief morning. It's the good grief morning show. It's the good grief morning. Good grief morning. It's the good grief morning show. It's the good grief morning. It's the good grief morning. It's the good grief morning show.
My daddy made this beat.
Yo, mic check. 1, 2, 1, 2. I said, is this thing on? Is this thing on? Good grief. And good morning, y'all. It's the good grief morning. It's the good grief morning. It's the good grief morning show. It's the good grief morning. Good grief morning. It's the good grief morning show. It's the good grief morning. It's the good grief morning. It's the good grief morning show.
My daddy made this beat.
Yo, mic check. 1, 2, 1, 2. I said, is this thing on? Is this thing on? Good grief. And good morning, y'all. It's the good grief morning. It's the good grief morning. It's the good grief morning show. It's the good grief morning. Good grief morning. It's the good grief morning show. It's the good grief morning. It's the good grief morning. It's the good grief morning show.
My daddy made this beat.
Yo, mic check. 1, 2, 1, 2. I said, is this thing on? Is this thing on? Good grief.
Hey! Yes! Oh my gosh, I am so excited. Good grief and good morning, y'all. It's a beautiful Tuesday. I just want to start my show off by, can y'all hear me? Y'all good? Can y'all hear me? Everybody good? You know, I got a different setup today, y'all, for this exclusive interview. You know, I do my morning show on Mondays, but because Michael Colyar, the one, the only, the great, the legend, the one himself, was available today, I said, I'm going to do it today. And so I want to clap it up for him. Thank you. Thank you. Y'all see, I got a different setup for today's exclusive interview. Hey, Wayne, no why. Thank you for tuning in. Dion, thank you for tuning in. Before I even bring my guest on, I just want to shout out my girl, my sister, my bestie boo. We've been locked since the single digits, and we are grown, full-grown women now with children and all, and it's her birthday today. And I definitely want to say happy birthday to my sister, Charmaine China White, however you know her. Just put some respect on her name. Happy birthday, G, I love you, and I'm just grateful for our friendship, our sisterhood, and you already know if there's anything you need, you know you can call me, and if I can't do it, I'm gonna tell you, but you called me anyway. So I definitely wanted to set the tone by saying happy birthday to you, G. I love you. I don't want to be on here long, but I definitely want y'all to tag a friend real quick, tag a friend, tell a friend, share the live. I'm really excited for this interview. So I'll give you 30 seconds because I'm not going to let this man wait all day. He's a very busy man. He is a hard worker. He be doing all type of stuff, and we're going to talk about it today. So I'll give you just a few seconds to tag a friend in and share this live. Please, y'all, I'm so excited. And I just want you to feel me, and I want him to get those viewers watching. If you have a question, drop it in the comments. I'm taking questions today. Y'all know I don't even be checking the chat and the comments while I am on the show. But today, for Mr. Michael Colyar, I'm switching everything up, period. Put the horns on them. So I'll give you 1 second to tag a friend to share this live. A little bit about him before I even bring him on. Let's just talk about him. He is a native of Chicago. Now, he made his mark as the king of Venice Beach. He was honored by the city of Venice by placing his shoe and handprints, as well as his money grabber in cement of the new Venice Boardwalk, y'all. He's amazing. He is the current host of BET's Live in LA. This man's resume is impeccable. Okay, I said the man's resume is impeccable. If you don't know him, you should. And you should also feel shamed. You should feel shamed. If you don't know this great, this legend, this icon, a native of Chicago, a little bit more about him, man. He is on a brand new sitcom, a brand new show on the Impact Network. If you are not familiar with the Impact Network, get familiar after today, because I want you all to check out the show he's on, as he's starring in an amazing show called Highly Favored, and he is working alongside so many amazing other cast members like Kiki Shepard, Anthony Goolsby, Chico Beanie Man, Rodney Perry, Melanie Camacho, and so many more. It's a full star-studded cast. He did an amazing job with putting this together, as he is one of the producers, and he has availability to sit and talk with me today. I couldn't be more grateful. If you all could clap it up, heart the screen, give me some likes, give me something as I bring on my guest, Michael Colyar.
Yay.
How did I do with that intro?
How y'all doing? That was a fantastic intro. That intro was off the chain. Thank you.
You know, I did my homework. You told me. You said, Tia, don't you interview me and you haven't checked out that show on Impact Network. And I sat
there. You actually watched it?
I binge watched all episodes in one seat.
Oh, nice.
Congratulations on that.
Thank you. Wasn't it fun?
Oh, I'm sorry. Did you hear me?
It was a good time. Yeah,
Yes.
I was just saying, wasn't it fun? Mm-hmm.
It was very fun. And I said, wow, how creative. In one of the episodes, your mom called you by your full name, and I had to write it down. I said, wow. She said, I done lost my notes. But I do know you are the pastor of Mount Zion Ebenezer Tabernacle Baptist Non-Denominational Church of Dividends Incorporated.
Come on, somebody.
Now, who came up with that?
Michael Colyar.
That is amazing, Michael. I'm really excited for this. I'm like shaking a little bit, and I don't even know why.
Oh, that's sweet.
I want to talk a little bit now. For those, a lot of people know you, and some may not, but you are a native of Chicago, and you grew up.
Southside?
Yes, in the Robert Taylor homes.
Robert Taylor home, 4352 South State, apartment 909.
Apartment 909. We want to know, was it comedy that got you out?
No, my mama got me out. My mama went and got a job at Spiegel's Catalog House, bought the first car and got us out the hood and took us out. We moved out to Morgan Park. Comedy just got me everything else.
Comedy got you everything else. Thank you all for tuning in. I see you all. Thank you, Azure, for tuning in.
Hi, Azure.
Hi, Azure. Okay, so we want to talk about you all. You have seen him in movies. You've seen him on TV shows. He's been House Party 3, Shaq's All-Star Comedy Roast. He was Mr. Whitaker, on Martin and the Princess and the Frog. See, y'all may not even know about that. He was the cook on the Princess and the
Yep.
Frog. And I met you around the time you finished filming for that. And that was like 16, that was like 16 years ago, I want to say.
Oh my God, yeah. You know, we got Alex Haley's. We got roots. We go way back.
We go way back. I want y'all to know this my friend. I got a friend.
That's right.
Michael
That's
Colyar is
right.
You were doing a show down in Indiana at Star Plaza.
Right.
And I want to say, was it Jamie
Yes.
Foxx hosting that night? I think he was hosting, or he maybe was just
I'm
one
not
of the
sh-
acts.
I'm not sure. I'm trying to remember what I had for breakfast last Tuesday. I can't remember nothing that happened way back there like that.
I remember because, first, y'all, let me tell you how I met him. We were at the mall.
Okay.
It was Star Plaza.
Yes.
I was sitting in the food court.
Yes.
You were sitting in the food court, and you were a good distance away. And as I'm sitting there with my little sister, shout out to Jory, I looked over and I said, that looked like the comedian Michael Colyar. But I'm like, no, that ain't him, because he wouldn't just be leisurely sitting in the mall in the food court. That's not him. That's not him. And then so everybody's getting up, we walking away, and as you're walking, I said, man, that looks like him. And I said, no, that can't be him, because he walking by himself. And I know he wouldn't be alone. And then someone noticed you in the mall and walked up to you. And this was my memory of, you had 2 or 3 people come out of one store, 2 or 3 people came out of another. It was, I don't know if it was your security, your entourage. You thought he was alone, but he wasn't. You had folks.
They was all shopping at the same. They was shopping at the same time. That's all.
That was amazing. You had a crew there. And then we talked for a moment. We took a couple pictures, and we've been connected ever since. And I just want to thank you for even
Yes,
just
ma'am.
talking with me and speaking with me.
You're very kind. I appreciate that. You know you're sweet. We friends.
We friends. And so I want to talk about,
That's
you
right.
know, I'm stepping more in the comedy role myself. I'm
What does
an
that mean?
actress and all of that. But stand-up comedy has been a new venture for me over the past years. So I want to talk to you and a little bit about when you
Well-
first got started. Because I need some.
Well, I want to ask you what that means, though, that you stepping into comedy more. What does that mean? Are you actually getting on stages and performing sets?
Yes. I've
How,
always
how
been
long is
funny.
that? How long?
I say 6 years. I've been doing stand-up comedy for 6 years
No,
now.
no, no. How long of a set do you have that you know you can kill them from beginning of that set till the end? How long of a set?
The longest set that I've done so far, a good 30 minutes. But I do have my special
Okay.
this Friday, and it's going to be a good hour. My first comedy special that my team, True
Nice.
Conglomerate Productions, will be in the building.
Nice.
Thank you. And so,
I'm proud of you. That's big. That's great.
thank you. I invited you, it was a couple of years ago, to the Laughing Through My Pain comedy show. But you always have something going on around like Father's Day. You
Okay.
always do
I'm
some.
kind of busy.
You be busy.
I'm kind of busy right now. Right now. I
definitely
mean,
are.
I worked my whole life to get busy, so I am not complaining now that I am.
I know that's right.
But if I can get to you, you see, I'm gonna show up.
Thank you. And I know we're going to connect. We're going to make it happen one of these days. I'm not even worried about it.
But so you saying you can go on stage right now and do 20 hot minutes right
20
now,
hot minutes
and
right
just
now.
blow everybody away.
I believe so.
So why don't you send me a piece of tape so I can put you on the morning show so we can see you? So that means you would have 4 clean minutes, funny, really funny, but clean 4 minutes.
I'm a clean comedian. So, yes, I can do that.
We need
See, the
to hurry up
last
and get
time
you
I was
the
on
mic
your
and have
show, we were
morning show.
talking about good grief. But now we
Right.
can talk comedy.
Let's talk. Let's go. That's what I'm talking about. I even take your word for it. But you got to be funny, though. You can't come on my show and not be funny, though, because I talk about people.
I wouldn't
It's
embarrass
terrible,
myself.
too.
I
It's
wouldn't.
just terrible. Okay.
I see you just had a show. You did something. It was what, June 20th with DC Young Fly.
Yeah, that was yesterday, the night before last.
A couple,
Like
yeah, a
2
couple of
days
days ago.
Yeah.
That is so
Yeah.
amazing.
This one making that noise. Just bring the phone call up. Oh, yes, I'm in D.C., so you know the government be all up in your phone and shit. You be thinking you making a regular old call.
That was amazing.
Yeah,
I told my husband if we had the means to just
it was
drop
really
everything.
good. Let me tell you, it was good. He was great. The three comics before us was great. He's a beautiful brother, so positive. He prays right before he walks on stage, and his show is powerful, and he's so calm in how he does it. I learned a lot just watching him, Tia. It was great.
That is so refreshing because you are definitely a legend in the game. And I know that you know talent when you see it. And DC is definitely a natural, as so are you. So it's really an honor to, again, even just be sitting here and talking with you right now. I've been known to be funny all my life. But when I tell you stand up is different.
We get so much status.
See your phone chopping up on me. You on the road. You on the road.
Every time yeah, but every time you talk, it's staticky. Are you near Wi-Fi?
I do hear your static. Am I static? And y'all tell me in the comments. Am I static? And also, y'all let me know. Let me know. I think it's because you on the road, maybe. You outside. It could be some beautiful palm trees and trees in the area where you are. See, I'm looking at the comments. They say, no, it's just his side. It's just his side. Coach Woods, thank you for tuning in. China White, thank you for tuning in. Who else? We got Sophia. Thank you for tuning in. I'll just do a few shout outs while we get this connection together. Mama Nadine, hey, hey. Pamela Wynn, hey. Thank y'all, thank y'all, thank y'all. Tia, you're looking good, sis. Thank you. I can hear clear. Okay, Mr. Colyar. I think it might be you. You hitting them streets. You out there in them streets. But that's okay until we connect back. I'm going to tell y'all something. Hold on, my producer's saying something to me. Say it again. Okay. We're going to take a quick commercial break, y'all, while we work on this connection because I'm so excited. I got to get back into this. But a real quick commercial break, and we'll be right back.
Got the pot on lock. Came from the mud, now the sauce don't stop. Pulled up a crack, but it ain't in a rock. It's lemon crack, better tell your whole block. Sprinkle that love, make a hater tap out. One bite and now they can't back out. AM to PM, got the whole place packed out. Kitchen like a club, got the music in the racks out. Finna sell, cook it, whip it, flip that crack. Flip it. Lemon crack, blessing place, no cap. No seats left, fill it up, no slack. Run the flavor game, chef really brought it back. Chef finna sell, heavy in the trap. Lemon crack drip, no map.
Dear community partner, we are excited to announce the return of North Chicago Community Days taking place August 1st through the 3rd of 2025. And we invite you to be a part of this incredible celebration. Each August, the city of North Chicago and Falls Park District proudly hosts one of the area's largest and most anticipated music festivals, bringing families together, friends and neighbors from across the region. And this year promises to be bigger and better than ever. We are currently seeking sponsors, vendors, and community supporters to help us make this event a lasting memory for all who attend. Your involvement offers a unique opportunity to showcase your business or organization to thousands of attendees while supporting a tradition that celebrates the spirit and pride of North Chicago. So whether you choose to support through sponsorship, become a vendor, or offer in-kind services, your partnership plays a vital role in the success of this event. Join us in making North Chicago Community Days 2025 an unforgettable weekend of fun,
music, and community connections.
When I saw it, I would normally run and tell my mom that I would see it, and I would feel very, very excited.
Every dead flower is actually its own packet of seeds. At the core, underneath it, is a seed for a zinnia. And if you plant it, you'll get 10s or 20s of blooms.
They're bright, they're cheery, they make you happy, good conversation. The meaning has so much beauty, just like the flower.
In Zen culture, they represent joy. And our community has been through a lot. Presidents have been through so much. If it's planting joy in our community, there is no way to even imagine the potential that we have in our community.
It's bringing people together. When you start putting those flowers in your garden and you have them out in your front yard where people can see them, what a great way to start to get to know your neighbors, to create unity, to create friendship, to keep it so that people want to be in our community.
They come in every size, from tiny to huge, and every color except blue. It reminded me of my community, right? Because we're a third Latino, a third African American, a third white, right? We come in every size, every shape, every culture.
We're walking in the mall, and someone else must have recognized him and thought he was by himself. When I tell you, someone approached him to like get an autograph or something. When I tell you, it was like 2 or 3. Security. I want to say it was security because they didn't have security shirts on, but you knew that they were with him. And it was like 2 guys come out one store, another 2 guys come out another 3 come out, and they all circling around to make sure that Michael is protected, is safe. And I was like, wow, this is great. So I just love the fact that they allowed him to have that freedom to kind of roam and walk, but knowing that he wasn't by himself. Don't try nothing crazy. Don't try. Y'all know he from Chicago. He ain't playing them games. That man is from the Robert Taylor homes. He say, don't make me do it. I'll do it to you if I have to. But when we connected, like I said, we took a couple photos, and he was a great, like a motivator. That's what he is. He's also a motivational speaker, if that's something that you all don't know, but he's a motivational speaker. And so when we connected, we exchanged numbers, and we started from there. Now, being honest, I was like, wow, I met a celebrity, and we're cool now. I'm going to see if he can put me on. This is my thought process then. I'm like, man, I'm going to see and talk to him and see if he can give me what it take to get on. And I asked him, I said, hey man, like I wanna do more acting and this and that. And he was like, do it. Like I thought he was gonna be like, I got you. He was like, do it. Put the work in, do the research, and then when you put the work in, show me something. And I appreciated that, because a lot of times you meet people and you think they just supposed to put you somewhere or supposed to get you somewhere because of who they are. And that is so untrue. He told me, put the work in. Let me see something. Do your research. And I wanted to share that with you all because that's what I did. And he's back, y'all. He's back.
I'm black. I'm back.
He said, put the work in. He's not out here just handing out stuff. Show me something. Show me what you can do. Are you still like that? I think he's still like that, y'all. Show me something.
I absolutely believe that's the only way to do it, man. Do it if you're really gonna do it, and then show me what you're doing. I can help improve something you're doing, but a lot of people just be lip service. They want you to wave a wand, and all of a sudden they're there. But nah, you gotta do the work.
Gotta do the work. You had to do it.
Yeah. I'm still doing it. Shit.
Still doing it. Y'all don't know he is also an author. He has a children's book, Little Bobby White. How do they
Oh, it's
get
a
your
beautiful book.
book?
Well, it's very easy. It's called Little Bobby White, but the kids are black. Okay, and it's on Amazon because it's not about the color; it's about the story, and it's the story of a kid who always wins because he always chooses to do the right thing. It's a lesson that we don't really teach our kids anymore about being good for goodness sake. In fact, we don't teach them anything. What we do is we give our
Mm.
kids a device and we sit them in the corner, and then we come back 8 years later and we don't know why they cussing us out while they rolling the joint with the pistol on the bed, cause we have forgot our responsibility as adults and as parents, you know. And so
Mm.
the book is wonderful. The artwork is so beautiful. It's a beautiful story, and any child can understand it and love it and be inspired by it. And it's at Amazon. At Amazon, if you it's only $15. You give them $2 more, they'll bring it to your house today.
Yes, especially if you got that
They are
Prime, y'all.
fast.
Check out the book on
You better get that
Amazon.
Prime. I ordered something on Amazon the other day. It came to my house in 34 minutes. I said, "Where are these people at? Parked on the corner? What's going on?"
Shout out to Amazon for the
Yeah.
quick delivery. What? Let me just say, when I was
Yeah.
doing my research on you, right, doing my
Okay.
research,
Okay. Okay.
something that stood out to me, and I believe you still continue to do this to this day. It said that when you were on Star Search, you got major, like you gained national attention after winning $100,000 on Star Search, and then you ended up donating half of that to the homeless charities and such in LA. Do you still do that? I know you are. I know you still donating and giving to the charities and homeless, but let's talk about that. $100,000 and your heart was like, yeah, let me just give half.
Yeah. Well, I didn't think about it at the time. Else I'd have kept that damn money. But no, at the time, I thought that would have been a whole lot of money. If I had 100,000 and I didn't have anything, then I really had. If I had 50,000, that would have been just as great. So I figured, why
Mm.
can't I take half and use half to help people? Because am I my brother's keeper? You damn right, and my sisters too. Until I get back to realizing that the planet's not about me, then it's never going to
Mm.
really work for me. The planet's about me finding you. It's about me finding my brother. So instead of trying to be some type of millionaire, I'm trying to be a billionaire of being. So I want to be the greatest human I could possibly be. So instead of trying to make a living, I live my making, and my making shall make my living. So we just gave it away, and you don't even understand how good it feels to just give to people who really need it. You look in their
Mm.
face, and the look they give you, you've done something that actually matters. So it was real cool. But we just shot my 1 hour special on Venice Beach where I started, and we're in the editing stage right now, and it is absolutely amazing. Right. But in that, we also get to give back to the homeless because I collect my money out there from the audience, and we take that money directly to a homeless shelter. Plus, we
Wow.
have created these bags for homeless people, and we got 1,986 bags that we're giving to homeless people with shirts in them and the noodles they can heat up. Some of them have some money in them. Some of them have socks and drawers. We're
Yeah.
doing what we can, but we will always be giving back to the community. That's my brand.
I love that so much. I love that.
Hmm.
Your heart is in the right place, and that's why you're so successful. You have a good
Thank
heart.
you. Oh, thank you very much. I appreciate that. I'm receiving that. I appreciate it. Now, you know about my new sitcom, right?
Yes, we're going to pull that up because I need you all to look this up. We're about to talk about it. It's highly favored, y'all. Highly favored
I love it.
on Impact Network. You just sign up. It's free. It's free to sign
Yep,
up. And
it's
there's
free.
so many shows on here. I binge watched every last episode, y'all. They're only about 20 minutes or so. And so you can sit down in one seating and just binge watch. Let's talk about Highly Favored. How did you come up with that? I see your name and the producer credits there along with some other names, but how did this?
Well, honestly, I was just invited to join that wonderful project. It was already in motion when they did it, but they claimed they wrote the part for me. And when you see me acting, it looked like that part was written expressly for me,
Yes.
and it's really deep because it's such a connection with who I really am. Here we are doing a show that I have to keep it clean, which I want to do, but I'm not a clean comedian. I do all kind of stuff, but I want to keep it clean. So here I am in a show where I play a pastor. So I got
Yes.
to keep it ultimately clean. We can't make any lewd things at all. It's all about family. It's about God's church. It's going to remind you of Amen with Sherman Hemsley. But the thing is, they allowed me to be the pastor, which is
Yes.
hilarious to me that they would have a heathen play the pastor. And then Rodney Perry is playing the deacon.
Yes.
My wife is Kiki Shepherd.
Yes.
Melody Camacho's one of the church mothers. It's off the chain. We did 6 episodes. We shot 6 episodes in 4 days, and they're
Wow.
hilarious and beautiful and relevant. And wait, the easiest way to go see it is go to the app. So
Okay.
all you would put in your search bar would be Watch Impact.com. So WATCH, Watch Impact, IMPACT.com. If they put that in any search engine on the planet and they don't put any space between the words, it'll pop up and show you the show and how to get to it quickly.
So you said y'all did that in 4 days?
Oh yeah, we was grinding, and we came out with fantastic work from that.
Yes.
We didn't have time to worry, you know.
That's
We only had
beautiful.
time to do the work. Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
one of my favorite episodes, I was trying to figure out which one was my favorite. I love them all, but I have to say the episode where there was some paid actors to come and fill the church, and then the minister was going around laying hands on folk, and it came to the one man in the wheelchair who wasn't a paid actor that he was trying to
Right,
avoid. And he was trying to
right,
tell him to get on up and walk. I said, oh Lord,
right,
if this
right.
man stand up and fall. I
Oh my God.
Hilarious. You do a great job as the pastor.
Well, well, let me just tell you how magical Jamie Mice is, and that's the guy who was in the wheelchair. The guy was in the wheelchair for real. He can't walk without crutches or a wheelchair. But when I met him about 4 years ago on this same set doing a different show, his body was totally whole. He was a really athletic cat. In fact, he did the broad jump and he did, Olympic stuff, and so does his wife. They're just really athletic. But he did something and jumped wrong, and something in his ankle twisted wrong, and he came down and it paralyzed him. So he's paralyzed like from his chest down. And the story is so awesome because his wife went and talked about it on American Idol, and then she sang, and she's so beautiful and young. You would think, oh my God, this is tragic. This woman is young now. She's gonna be stuck with this guy who's in a wheelchair for the rest of her life, and it's just gonna be. No, they made it heaven. They
Wow.
turned around. She went and married him. That if you saw the picture of her in her wedding dress, sitting in his lap in the wheelchair. Oh, it's a fascinating story. Well, this guy wrote it, right? So he actually wrote that episode and he acted in that episode. And when he stood up, I'm telling you, the first take, everybody was just had goosebumps on top of goosebumps. It's a very brilliant episode. Yeah.
Very brilliant episode. I was like, these names, your mom in the episode called you Michael, Hezekiah, Moses, Leviticus, Crowley. Crawley. I said, wow. I
You
loved it.
almost sound like you almost sound like BB Drake.
Yeah, let me tell you something. If anybody need anything, I dibble and dabble. My voice, I can do voice work. look at my audience.
See? That sounded good though. It sounded good. You sound like you could have been her on that one, BB Drake.
That's an
Yes, and the,
honor.
the
Thank
show
you.
was so much fun.
It
Yeah,
looked like a lot of
yeah,
fun. Also, I
yeah.
like the fact how even though you all are making fun, y'all really are highlighting certain things that really do go on in some black churches.
Yes, yes,
And so
yes. It's true.
it's true.
The whole thing I say about family is true. sometimes the worst person in your life is a family member, you know? So you
Mm,
got to be careful who you call family and who you call friend, you know?
yeah. Oh, I'm learning that for sure. I'm that for sure. Um, the other episode, me and my husband we were watching it together. Shout out to my husband, Wayne Know Why. Shout out to you. Thank you for
Shout
tuning
out
in.
Wayne, woo, woo, woo.
Woo, woo. We were talking about the mother-in-law, and it was like, ooh, I was over here clenching because I was like, man, I couldn't imagine, having a mother-in-law that just make life harder for you when she came around. And it's like the wife is now wanting to we gonna do a cook-off and see who's the first lady and who's the first. And I looked at my husband, I said, that's not how it's supposed to go. You're supposed to leave and cleave. You were supposed to cleave. You said you didn't even want to be a judge when they were gonna have a cook-off and see who made the best food.
That's right.
You said, no, I don't want to be in there. I said, see,
I ain't trying to be in the middle of that. That's the whole thing, not between my wife and my mama. I don't want to be in that position.
God, so you got to let mama down. You got to say, mama, now.
No, you can't let mama down. You can't let mama down. You know, mama believed in you before you believed in you. You can't let mama down.
Well, I'm glad I ain't faced with that situation. Shout out to my mother-in-law out there. Thank you.
Shout out to mama.
Thank you for making it easy for me.
She blew the horn too.
Thank you for making it easy for me. So like I was saying real quick, it's like I do have a comedy show this Friday, and
Where?
it's going to be here in Gurnee, where Great America, Six Flags Great America.
Well,
I know you're
what
familiar.
I know what Gurney is. Yeah, I didn't know they had niggas. I mean, black people. Okay, go ahead, Gurney.
We are very diverse here in Gurnee. We are very diverse, but it's called Laughing Through My Pain. I feel like some of the greatest comedians have been through some of the worst have some of the worst traumatic experiences, have had some of the hardest lives. Do you believe that to be true?
I don't know. I hear that a lot. I just don't know how true that is. Like I know a bunch of comedians, but I guess they haven't told me their stories because I don't ever hear them. Woe is me. I don't ever hear their tragedies in their lives and all this. I just see the great body of work they put on. I don't have no great tragedies in my life. I did crack, but I didn't think it was a tragedy. Shit. I mean, I was having the time of my life. Are you kidding me? So I didn't look at it like that, but people always say that, no, you can't truly be great unless you have suffered greatly. I don't know about all that.
But I
No.
would say then you suffered greatly. No?
How?
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 Maybe you don't look at
Yeah.
it as suffering. You look at it as it's just a part of life.
But all of life is just a part of life. That a lot of people keep waiting for life to start, for it to happen. But you're smack dab in the middle of it right now. All the stuff that's going on with you, around you, is what life is. That's it. So now how do you want to live it? You want to have fun? You want to do what your heart, really feels great about it? Do you want to work? Is this more important to you to stack your paper? Maybe you get your joy from having stuff. Me, I want a lot of money. I don't have that yet. But I'm really good at happy. Happy is really my thing. I would take happy over money any day. But I believe if I get enough money, I'll be happy
You'd be
enough.
happy. So you believe that life truly is what you make it.
I know that life truly is what you make it.
You're so
I don't
good.
think it's just a belief. I think that's a universal truth. It's what you make it. You can go anywhere, do anything, especially if you keep God first. Then all you have to do is really
Yes.
think you want a thing, believe in that thing, keep praying on it and accepting that it's already happened, and it's gonna happen.
I
And
love
yeah,
that.
it's so good, it's so good, it's so good, it's good to be true. It's not too good to be true. It's just enough good to be just true. Life's really supposed to be easy. God designed it to be easy, but it's so easy that people don't want to believe it. People want to like, oh, that's too easy. That's too good to be true. That's too easy. It couldn't be like that. No, that's the way it's supposed to be. We're supposed to laugh and eat the food and love each other and grow, plants and, just live. But people complicate it because that's too easy. That's too easy. There's got to be some kind of catch. And what union are you in? I'm just saying. That's we're supposed to be having fun. That's all. God wants us to have a great time and to unfold into our greater selves, and we'll see what we're supposed to do as we go along.
I love that.
You know?
You really are a roll
Yeah.
with the punches type of person. Like, hey, let's let it go. Let it be. Let's do it. I have a question
Uh
in the comments for you. Someone commented
oh.
and
Yeah.
asked, shout out to Jay Pratcher. He said,
Jen Pratchett.
can you ask him what's been the biggest change you've seen in the comedy slash acting world since you started? What is the biggest change that you've seen in the comedy slash acting world since you started?
One more
Or has
time.
there been a
What was the
change? Have
what?
you noticed any changes or is it the same?
You know what though? There's always change. Every time something new comes along, I mean, everything is always changing. The universe is always about change. So it's not going to be the same, but a lot of it is going to stay the same. A lot of life is going to I mean, a joke, funny is funny, no matter how you form it. So people are finding new ways to approach it. Like some people want to be mad at comics who figured out how to do 11-second funny bits on the internet, and now they think they should be able to do concerts. Well, they should be able to do whatever they want to try.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You should give it a shot. If it's something that your heart loves, if you say, "Man, I want to do this," then there shouldn't be a limitation on it. You should just go on over there and do that. And the only way to find out if you can do it or not is just do it. And if you don't succeed, then you realize you didn't do it. So fuck it, you gave it a shot.
Yeah.
You tried. So you're at least being true to yourself, and that's when you usually find yourself. Is when you go try the thing that you was a little nervous about and find out that's the place you're supposed to be at in the first place.
Wow. I love that. I love that. Looking at some of these comments, China White Parks said, tell DC Young Fly said hi. Hey
All right.
DC, hopefully you see this. Um, oh, and then some other people dropped your Amazon link for the book for anyone that wants to order the book. The link is in the
Nice.
comments, y'all. Thank you for dropping that, Azure.
Thank you, Azure.
Mama Nadine said, come on now, he preaching. All right, thank you for
Mama
that.
Nadine.
Thank y'all. If there's any more questions, please drop them. I'm not going to be on here for 2 and 3 hours. I got a little bit more time with them. So drop any questions that you have so that I can ask. Let's talk about grief. What is your earliest memory of grief? Your earliest memory, and how did you just navigate, or have you always been how you are right now? I just roll with the
Wait, are
punches.
you asking me that? Are you asking me
Yes,
that?
I'm asking
I've
you.
never had I've never had grief.
You've never had grief.
I've never experienced grief. Mama, have you? Oh, I never. My wife says she has. I never experienced grief. Like she said, when her mom passed, a lot of people. Oh man, that take a lot of people out too.
Yeah.
But me and my mom, I don't know. We just had such a wonderful, loving relationship that I never shed a tear when she transcended because
Wow.
she's never left me for a second. My mother still informs my decisions, man. This shit I'm not gonna do because Mary Lena wouldn't have it. And there's certain things I'm gonna do exactly a certain way because that's how my mother had it. Like for instance, we always make our bed to this day. I don't get out the bed without making the bed. Because that's the way we was taught to do it. You start your day with organization and clarity, and it makes everything else easy. So I don't jump up and throw on my little clothes and leave. Then I come back to the house looking like I done threw stuff on the floor and everything. I don't do all that. I make everything really neat, and then I step out. And then when I come back home, I really love coming back to it. I can just fall
Yeah.
across that bed because it's made up. But those were the principles that we were taught as children: to clean behind yourself, to clean as you go.
Yes.
The basic stuff. That's why my book, Little Bobby White, is so important because it's about doing the right thing. Someone has a great book, and now they've done about 5 editions of it, and it's called Everything I Ever Needed to Know I Learned in Kindergarten. and it's a bunch of anecdotal stories about stuff you learn by just living. But that's the truth. Everything you really know, you need to know, everything you need to know, you learned that in kindergarten. Look both ways before you cross the street. That's
Yeah.
a universal law. Look both ways before you do anything. Always hold on to the person with your hand. Go with somebody. That's a universal rule. Say thank you if someone does something for you. Say please if you want something. Not can I get that, but may I have that? Because what you're sending is what you're getting back. But all these little things you learn in kindergarten. Say you're sorry when you're wrong. And if you can fix a thing, fix it. Be kind. All that basic stuff we learn it in kindergarten, but we get that drums out of our head by the time we get to high school.
Yeah.
Like, man, you better go over there, man. You better give me your lunch money. I slap the shit out of you. Hey, what happened to love? I was about to cross the street. Can't we hold hands? No, hell no.
That is really.
So
I have never talked to someone who said they've never experienced grief. You are the
no,
first.
no. And my dad died. I was only 12, so I didn't even really go into all that kind of grief type stuff. My dad, we loved my dad so much, but he died. He had a heart attack and up and died. And I was living then with my mom. Me and my brother, one of my brothers lived with my mom. Me and one of my other brothers lived with my dad, and my oldest brother went to the military. But we always loved our dad. And when he died, it was sad, but I wasn't devastated. I wasn't grief stricken. And he was
Yeah.
a great father because by the time he died at 12, they'd already taught us everything we need to know to survive. I know how to iron clothes and how to do laundry and clean my house and keep things neat and cook and all the stuff I need to do to be able to survive if my mom and daddy ain't there. And I think
Wow.
that's our job as parents. That's what we should be doing, prepping them for if we have to step off this mortal coil. If we got to step away and it's just them, they shouldn't be in a panic because they don't know how to do anything. That's why I'm talking more and more to kids about doing chores. Kids don't do chores no more. 'Cause a lot of kids don't even know what the hell a chore is. But when you was doing chores, you was learning responsibility.
Yeah.
You learning to be timely because whatever chores you had, you usually had to do them by a certain time every day in a regimental form. So you learn about order and organization. There's so much stuff to learn from that. But a lot of people miss opportunities because they come disguised as work. They be like, nah, I don't want none of that. You know what I'm saying? Come to find out, the very thing you're avoiding is the thing that'll get you where you need to go.
That is so good.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
was just okay. I feel like you talking about me now because the chores part. My kids, they're great kids. I was just talking to my girlfriend this morning. I'm like, man, I find myself picking up behind them and doing little things, and she had to snap me back, like, girl, hey, y'all need to do, because I find myself just doing it, and then that doesn't help them. That just enables them to be able to. Hey, we'll leave it right here. Mama gonna come and get it. You
And
just
it
gave
makes
me a
them
word.
arrogant. It makes them arrogant. Which word did I give you?
The word was about chores and responsibilities and how that
Oh
will
yeah.
shape you as you get older. But I'm the
It
mama
will
that,
shape you.
yeah, and I'm the mama that's cleaning up
'cause
behind them, and I need to make
when you're
them
used
do it.
when you're used to doing chores, then you're used to doing the things you need to do to run your house. So when you finally get to where you got your own place or your own house, shit, you already know how to iron clothes and cook and do laundry and keep things neat and clean up beside yourself as you go. You know that because you've been doing it. You've been practicing it for years.
Yeah,
So now no one has to come and tell you to do it because now you do it automatically because you're used to it. You learn it through your chores. You learn responsibility through chores.
that's so good. I need to hear that. I need to make them get on it. I have another question in the comments here from Wayne's
Okay.
World Entertainment. Did you come up with the toe jam cracker scene? It's an infamous scene.
I sort of came up with the scene, but I didn't come up with the idea. The writers came up with the idea that he has this toe jam cracker. He got a little tray, and he got a little spoon, and he gets the toe jam from between his toes, and he blends it in, and he makes his enemies eat it. That was their idea, but they let me do the words. They let me play with it and have fun with it and take it craziness, you know.
Good
And this
question.
film is 30 years old, and people are still coming up to me asking me, Showboat, you ain't told Jam Cracker with you?
Yep.
I mean, as though the movie came on yesterday. So it's a real great blessing.
It's an infamous scene. Another comment here. Let's see. Someone asked, who is your top 5 comedians right now? If you have a top 5, see, y'all gonna get him in trouble. He gonna get in trouble from somebody.
No, this is a great year for me. So I'm gonna say Michael Colyar, Michael Colyar, Michael Colyar, Michael Colyar, and
You
my
better.
fifth and my absolute favorite, Michael Colyar. Michael Colyar. Yeah. Yeah.
Y'all see how he
I'm
did
digging
that?
him. Yeah,
Nobody can
I
get
can go see
mad.
him every day. And you know, I'm sitting smack dab in the middle of my dream anyway. So I'm doing everything I ever wanted to do. We're finishing my special. We just got through with that sitcom. As you know, I have the children's book. We have another book I'm about to drop that is poetry, erotic poetry. It's
Oh,
called In the Wet Spot, Blue Erotica by MC Butternuts.
oh,
We have new
wait,
movies coming
wait,
out.
wait. Say that. Go back.
Did I go past
I
that too
got my
quick?
few
We
studio
don't say that
audience
again for the
members over
people.
here. Don't you? Wait.
I'm gonna say that again for the
Say
people in the
it
back of the
again.
room.
The name of
Okay,
the book.
it's called "In the Wet Spot," Blue Erotica by MC Butternuts.
Wow. Wow.
So I'm doing everything I want, and I'm in love with the most incredible woman I've met, besides my mama,
Yes.
in my entire life. 597 days today since we've been married, and so
And
yeah,
she
you
is
can't beat a
beautiful.
good
I
plan
love
out of me.
seeing the
She
pictures.
is
I
beautiful.
love how you hype her up. I love how you speak over
I'm her
her.
hype man. I'm her personal hype man.
I love it so bad. I love that so bad. You be like my beautiful wife here. Ooh, get back. Yo, I just love it.
We
I
be doing the
love it.
functions, and she send me in first. Daddy, go in and get the room right. You know, and I got to telling everybody about it, then she walks in. Oh, we've heard about you. Ooh,
Yep.
you know.
Yep. Yep. Let's
Yeah.
see here. Y'all put behind my mom and dad didn't speak. Okay, I'm gonna get to some of these comments, but so we can look out for that erotic poetry book. When is that set to drop? Like this?
I ain't gonna tell you when I'm dropping no, but it's gonna be a little bit because I'm trying to give these people a chance with the sitcom. The sitcom is me playing a pastor.
Yeah.
So and I'm on a network that is faith based. So
Yes.
I want to see if they will come back and do part 2, or we can keep going. But if they stop, then I'm gonna drop that book. But I don't want to drop a book on Blue Erotica while at the same time I'm playing a pastor over on a faith based channel. So we sort of holding on to that, but it's in its finishing stages anyway. But you know, there used to be a commercial. There will be no wine before it's time. So when it's time comes. It's gonna drop. Everybody gonna know. I beat the drum everywhere when I'm doing projects, so everybody and their mama gonna know.
That is a
Now,
great.
please make sure your folks know that I do a morning show every Monday. We did it yesterday, right?
You did it
Or today?
yesterday.
Yeah, yeah, we did it yesterday. Every Monday on YouTube, the Michael Colyar Morning Show. Every show has a comedian. Every show has a musical artist. Every show has important people from our community, and every show we pray. So I
Yes.
designed a show where you can start each morning with laughter and prayer. You know, if you can start like that, man, you build a force field of positivity around you that no BS can penetrate. You know, so y'all
Yes.
should be watching and also subscribing to the Michael Colyar Morning Show on YouTube. Please subscribe. That way you get little alerts, and we be giving away gifts and doing all kind of things. It's off the chain.
Yes, I won those David Ford
You won the day before
sunglasses.
glasses. Yes.
I
Now,
was
did
so
you win it from
excited.
the contest? I love my job. I love my job. I love my job.
I won it from
Oh no, you guessed.
the guess
Go
the
ahead.
number of. It was
You
like I don't know if
guessed
you
the
had something in a
number.
jar. You had
Yes.
guess
You
the
guessed
amount of
how much
money or
money
something in
was
a
in a
jar.
jar.
Yep. Was it your
Yes, but
swear?
you
It was like a
remember you
swear jar, or a
won.
curse jar, or
It
something.
was a curse jar. How much money's in the curse jar? You get that money and the glasses.
Yep. And
That
so I
was great.
won
So you
that.
remember what a great show it is. You
It's an
remember.
amazing show. You have amazing guests. You do amazing things, and that's why I'm
God
just
is
so
good.
honored that you had some time to talk to me today.
Well, I appreciate it. I appreciate talking to you. I want everybody to know about me. So shoot, I want to be talking to everybody everywhere, letting them know I'm doing my thing. We doing books, we doing comedy shows. I'm in the Improv in 3 weeks in DC, the DC Improv. As you know, we just got through doing a show with DC Young
Yes.
Fly, who's brilliant. I got we just if you go to my very sexy web page, which is therealmichaelcollier.com, it lists all the gigs that I have coming up. But I'm also looking for gigs. I'm looking for a fantastic New Year's Eve gig where somebody
Okay.
can give me some real money. I'll host it, and it's gonna be off the chain.
Yo, he put that out there in the atmosphere. He said somebody give him some
Put it
good
out there.
money. Okay. He
That's
said he's
right.
not
That's
doing it for
right. I'm
free.
not doing it for nothing. Oh no, my woman give me $5,000 just to stay home with her. So no, y'all got to come up with a couple of dollars now.
And when y'all come up with them
Yeah.
couple dollars, keep me in mind. I want to be there too. I want to come too.
Woo woo
Um,
woo! I'm waiting to see a little piece of tape from you so you can come and do my morning show.
I'll send you some stuff.
Okay, don't talk fast and think I haven't heard you.
I'm pretty confident in my material, Michael Callier. I'm
I
pretty
can't
confident.
wait. I can't wait. I can't wait. I can't
Yeah,
wait.
yeah. I can't wait. I can't wait either. I'm excited.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
I said, stand-up comedy is different. The first time I got up there 6 years ago, I was like, wow, this is different than just being funny at the lunch table. It's different than
No,
just.
it's very different. Very different.
So I quickly learned that, and I loved it, and that's why I kept going back. Now I'm not overusing myself. You ain't gonna find me everywhere. I'm a little exclusive, a little bit like that, But I'll make sure you get some
No, you
stuff.
should be on stage. You should be on stage at least 4 times a week, every week. At the rate you're at right now, 4 times a week you should be on the stage, whether you win or lose. Whether you have a fantastic set or whether you bomb and shit. You need to be on stages 4 times a week.
4 times a week.
Yeah,
I'll
yeah.
try that
And
out for a week.
every city has what's the names? You should. But here's the thing. I think you may be making an error because you only go to comedy places. You should do open mics. Get out your local newspaper. Every major city has a newspaper that lists all the night goings for your city. What city you in? Indianapolis?
I'm in Zion, but no, Chicago. I did a big set last year in Chicago at the what was
Okay.
that? The Chicago Theater. It was
Oh
amazing. It
wow.
was a comedy competition. Chicago's funniest or
Okay.
Chicago's best.
Chicago has a. So you're not far from Chicago. You can just
Not at
grab one of
all.
the Chicago.
Not at all.
How far about?
I'm about 45 minutes.
Oh yeah. Well, there's about 50 open mics in Chicago every week. But you don't want to go to comedy open mic. You want to go to a regular open mic
Okay.
where they got one person doing a poem, somebody's playing piano, somebody playing flute, spoken
Okay.
word guy come out there, the tap dancer, and you'll probably be the only comedian. So people are not judging your set by the comedian before you and the comedian after you. They're
That's
just happy
good.
that there's a comedian in here now. Let's see what the comedian's gonna do. And you need to work them. Get so comfortable with those, doing that 4 times a week. And then you start doing the 4 nights a week of open mic that's comedy clubs. Cause
Okay.
now you got it down from doing it with open mic. Now you got it down. You understand the rhythm. You understand how to hit your mark when people gonna respond or not respond. You tell your jokes, you get out. You got it down now. Now you take it to the next notch though.
I
Where
like that.
comedians who are watching and they will walk over and tell you that was a funny joke, but the piece about the blueberry, nigga, that was bullshit. I throw that out if I do. And you know, now you start to take your shit and carve it up and make it sharp and pointed, and then, you really able to do your shit because they're not gonna bite your tongue. And if you're serious about it, they'll see it. They'll
Yeah.
see it in the material you write and how you perform on stage. And if you're serious, then comics will come to you and try to help you with that same set. You
Yeah.
threw the blueberries out there, be cool, but what if you had said banana, bitch? You know what I'm saying? So now, now they like, oh snap, that's that shit. So yeah, so that's the way to get into it. Get into it.
Okay.
Now what are you also doing? Now you're training yourself to walk in these clubs every day like breathing. It's never a challenge anymore because you're doing it 4 days a week anyway. You're getting up there 4 times a week. Now what's the new stage? What new stage can I conquer? And they become easier and easier, and then you'll calm down. The more you calm down, the more material will come to you.
I
You
love
know?
that. I
Yeah.
love that. The one
Yeah.
I know we just got like a couple more minutes and I'm gonna wrap this thing up. But shout out
Okay.
to comedian another Chicago great, another Chicago legend, comedian B. Cole. I want to clap it up
I
for B.
love B.
Cole.
Cole. I love B. Cole.
He definitely gave me some words of wisdom, some knowledge. I opened up when I did the a big comedy competition last year in Chicago. He was supposed to come out first. He was one of the celebrity judges. He was supposed to come out, get everybody laughing, set the tone, and then the comedians come. But they made a mistake and called me out first. And they're like, Tia, Miss Illinois. And I was like, wait.
That's right.
So I get out there, and I think I did a great job. Everybody loved it. He loved it too. But when I got off the stage, then the lady comes up and said, y'all, I'm so sorry. I am so sorry. We supposed to open up with B. Cole. We gonna have him come out now. And then I just like felt so small because I was like, wait, don't put him up after me. He was supposed to go first. But we had a talk. And he saw me do a couple of different sets on a couple of different occasions. And he told me, hey, you know, you got it. I'll bring you to Chicago, put you on some stages. And I was like, wow, this man is serious. I got to really take this serious because I'm not them Chicago comedians who are born and y'all are just so different. And that's how I feel, you know, when you really got something. When you can go out there and work a crowd out there, I think you're doing something.
Well, I got mine from working Venice Beach. You know, that was my training. That was gladiator school for me doing comedy on Venice Beach for 9 years. You know, every single weekend, 5 1-hour shows every Saturday and Sunday. So there's no stage I can't go on and conquer anymore. You know, so
I love that.
So what's your final 2 questions? I gotta get back. I gotta pack and go.
Yes. Let's see here. None of these. I don't have no final 2 questions, but I do want to.
You know, I cover most of the stuff. I talk so much.
It's all good. I got my producers are from Cali, so they over here throwing up the West Coast. As soon as you said Venice Beach, he over here hyped in a mug, like yes. Shout out to Tim. Shout out to Tim, my producer.
All right, Tim. Big shout out, Tim.
Big shout out. Big shout out. He's a huge fan of yours, so we definitely just want to thank you once again for being with us.
Oh, he's a big fella.
Yeah, he's he pretty big timer. He a big timer.
All right, go ahead.
Yeah, no, but just any last words you want to leave for anyone tuning in that just maybe scared.
I'd repeat a couple of things. You know, if you have opportunity, please go see my show. We've only done 1,023 of them, so I understand if you ever had a chance. But please take a break. Go see the Michael Colyar Morning Show. If you have
Is this your website? This is your website here.
You found it?
Yes, we just put it up on the screen for all the viewers to know where to go,
Oh,
y'all.
beautiful, beautiful. And and I'm hireable. I do weddings, divorces, Passover, hangover. I do a party at the phone booth if you promise to call. I take green stamp, food stamp, Canadian money. I take your bus transfer if you got some tablet told it. So please check out my morning show. Please go check out my sitcom, Highly Favored, because I know you blessed and highly favored. You might not even know it. But Highly Favored is a beautiful piece of work. All you do in your search engine, watchimpact.com, hit that little app and come and laugh with us. And at the end of the day, everything's about God. If God is not the answer, you're asking the wrong question. So God bless you. Have a magnificent day and let no one steal your rainbow.
Thank you so much, Michael Colyar. I appreciate you. You enjoy your day, y'all. Clap it up for Michael Colyar.
Thank you, beautiful. God bless
Thank you.
Mwah,
We'll be in
mwah.
touch.
All right. See you later.
See ya. All right, y'all. All right. So that is going to conclude this exclusive interview on today. I've never done an interview on a Tuesday since I started this thing 2 years ago. So that just goes to show you just how special Mr. Colyar is, y'all. Please share this video with somebody. Please tag somebody. Help me out here. I'm trying to grow. Good Grief is a new business, and I can't do it without you. So, good grief, good afternoon, and goodbye.
It's the Good Grief Morning. It's the Good Grief Morning. It's the Good Grief Morning Show.